Hello everyone, I'm Sherly Angelita. So now I will explain about my summary of the video about phonetics. Let's check this out. The study of speech sound is called phonetics, and the writing system that linguists use to write pronunciation very precisely is called the International Phonetic Alphabet. If we want to talk about different ways people can pronounce the same spellings, or which sounds exist in different languages, it's useful to have more precise understanding of how language sounds work. To understand speech sounds, we first need to understand how the human body produces them. We start with the lungs, which push air up through the vocal folds. Also known as vocal cords, your vocal folds are thin membranes that sit across your throat and vibrate to make sounds. This path, which moves from lungs to lips, is known as the vocal tracts. For spoken languages, the tongue, mouth, and rest of the vocal tract are the articulators, the parts of the body that move to make language. For sight languages, the articulators are the hands, face, and other visible parts of the body. There are 5 major features of sight language articulation. Hand shapes, such as the difference between the ASL sign for pride and sweet. Palm orientation, such as the difference between balance with palms down and maybe with the palms up. Movement, such as moving in the circle for always or a line for scold. Location, like mother at the side or father at the forehead. And the last, expression, also called non-manual signs, like forward eyebrows to make something a yes or no questions. So the first I will explain about consonant. Consonants are speech sounds made by closing the vocal tract in some way, while vowels are made by making it a different shape but leaving it open. To dive into how linguists write spoken languages down, let's start with some consonant sounds you know, which happen to be some of the most common sounds in language across the world. The first is P. P is made by pressing both of your lips together. It's all bilabial sounds. And the second, T. T is made by pressing the front part of the tongue against the hard ridge just behind your teeth, known as your alveolum, so it's an alveolar sound. And the last, and K. K is made by pressing the back of the tongue against the soft parts of the roof of your mouth, known as your velum, so it's a velar sound. The sounds all require you to close off part of the vocal tracts to make the air stop before you let it explode out, which is why they're known as stop or plosive. These 3 sounds are made at 3 different spots in the vocal tract, which linguists call places of articulation. Let's look at 2 more sounds we recognize: F and S. This involves the air continuously flowing out of and causing friction in the mouth. So this type of sound is fricative. F. F is made using the bottom lip and the top of teeth. That makes F a labiodental sound, while S is pronounced at the alveolar ridge just like t. This means s and t have the same place of articulation but are different in their manner of articulations because t is possessive and s is fricative. Okay, so now let's move to the APA. The APA is a finite set of symbols used by linguists to represent all of the sounds that are relevant for spoken language. The International Phonetic Alphabet was created in the late 1800s by a group of linguists who were tired of putting a pronunciation K at the beginning of every document. The phoneticians who started the APA were mostly from England and France, so they created symbols using Latin and Greek alphabets, which they were familiar with. There are only a finite number of ways that we can configure our mouths and throats to make sounds, and only some of those are used in languages. Sounds where the articulator touch in two places called co-articulate consonants. Consonants that aren't made with air flowing out of the mouth or pulmonic airflow, so they're known as non-pulmonic consonants. This category includes sounds where the air is sucked into the vocal tract, or implosive consonants, and sounds where the glottis is sealed up and air is forced out of the upper part of the vocal tract, known as adjective. The final group of non-pulmonic consonants are clicks. Some languages, like Zulu and Xhosa, and the Khoisan languages include click sounds in the standard set of consonants used to make words. The International Phonetic Alphabet was crucial before it was easy to make share recordings of language. The International Phonetic Alphabet was crucial before it was easy to make and share recordings of language. It's for this reason that opera singers, speech pathologists, and accent coach all find it useful to work with the APA. The APA helps us teach computers to recognize and copy human speech. The APA is also great for helping you understand new speech sounds you encounter when you start learning a new language. Unlike reading something in standardized English spelling, reading something in APA is an intimate experience. So that's all my summary. Thank you for watching and stay healthy. See you, bye-bye.